Hey, what's up, you guys? This is Movie Critic Rob here with the Movie Channel, and I am here to talk about none other than Captain America Civil War. I kid you not, I was almost about to start this video. Oh my god, this is the greatest movie I've ever seen in my life, because it was absolutely amazing. But the only reason why I did not start it that way is because that's kind of the bum, and I don't want to infringe on the bum here. We are our own thing, although I love the bum. Bum is awesome. Nostalgia Critic is awesome. But I am here to talk to you about Civil War, and I am not going to spoil anything for you, so keep that in mind as you watch this video. This is a non-spoiler review for Captain America Civil War. So I'm going to do my best, and there will be no spoilers. I promise you that, because I want you to watch this movie. I want you to enjoy this movie and not have anything spoiled for you. So I'm going to do that for you guys. So Captain America Civil War, the pick your side, Team Cap, Team Iron Man. It was absolutely perfect. I walked out of this movie thinking to myself, how in the world are they going to top this movie? Because this is what Age of Ultron should have been. This actually delivered on the promise of the rift between Avengers more than Age of Ultron did. And Age of Ultron was, according to Joss Whedon, was supposed to be the Empire Strikes Back of the MCU. This was the Empire Strikes Back of the MCU. And ironically, it came at the third installment of Captain America's trilogy. I love that Captain America finally has completed his trilogy, and this movie actually feels like a Captain America movie. I know a lot of people are thinking, why don't they just call it Marvel Civil War? Why don't they just do this? Why isn't it an Avengers film? It really is a Captain America film first and foremost, and you never lose sight of that throughout the movie. It is solely about, at its core, the relationship or triangle between three characters, which I will not name, but one of them obviously is Captain America, because I want y'all to figure this out yourself. It is awesome. All the characters were given apt screen time. There really was not one character that I felt was shortchanged throughout. Spider-Man is given his due, which if you didn't know he was in there, if you watch the second trailer, he's in there, so that's not really a spoiler. He was amazing. In my opinion, it was exactly what I thought should have been given to the character. And here's what I mean. If you've watched the two iterations that we've gotten of Spider-Man so far, which was Tom Holland is the new guy, which is Andrew Garfield in the Amazing Spider-Man series or sequels, and Tobey Maguire in the Spider-Man trilogy by Sam Raimi. I said from the beginning that if they're going to do a Marvel Spider-Man, if they're going to reboot it, then here's what I think they should do. And I heard an interview by Tom Holland himself when he was prepping for the role, who said that he was going to take, because obviously, I mean, there's a lot of ground tread already by two different Spider-Man iterations. He was going to take things from both characters. And I like that. But honestly, after having watched the movie, they took the best things of both. Because in my opinion, this is my opinion, so keep that in mind, Tom Holland, I keep wanting to say Tom Holland because he is Spider-Man. Andrew Garfield had played up to this point, before Tom Holland, the best Spider-Man. Now, Tobey Maguire played the best Peter Parker, meaning Andrew Garfield was quippy, but he was quippy when he was Peter Parker, and that's not who Peter Parker is. While Tobey Maguire played both Peter Parker and Spider-Man in a more humble, shy, toned down kind of feel, which is more keen to Peter Parker and not so much to Spider-Man. The best way to do it is to strike a balance of both the quippy with the nerd, silent nerd type, like stuttering character. And I believe Tom Holland knocked it out of the park. It was amazing. Every character, like I said, every character is given his due. Black Panther, oh my word, this dude is amazing. I'm not going to compare anything to Batman versus Superman because I love my DC fans as much as I love my Marvel fans. But if you did not like how they handled two sides of a conflict in Batman versus Superman, this movie right here is the definite resolution for that, because I honestly, after having watched Batman versus Superman, I was a little hesitant going into Captain America Civil War, because I was like, they already had too many characters in Batman vs Superman, and I know how that turned out, and if you know how I feel about that, I didn't like Batman vs Superman. They had some good parts, but still, but and I started to think, well, Civil War has like 3 times that many characters. But honestly, Joe Russo and Anthony Russo knocked it out of the park. They could not have handled the characters better. Ross was great. Tony was great. Black Widow was great. Scarlet Witch was great. Vision was absolutely excellent. Ant-Man was excellent. Everybody got what they needed, and everybody got just the right amount of scenes. Spider-Man gets the right amount of scenes. Aunt May is in the movie and is just there. Oh my gosh, it was perfect. There are 2 after credit scenes, so if you are going to go watch this movie, please stay until the very, very end, and you will not be disappointed. It was kind of funny. I was sitting in the theater, and you kind of weed out the fans really quick, because it's like the movie ends, titles come up, and one batch leaves, and I'm like, yeah, these are the people that don't care. These are the uninitiated that just came to see a movie. Then, first after credit scene hit, and I'm not going to talk about the after credit scenes, but I wanted to discuss this. So the first after credit scene, cool. Batch walks out. Then you get the hardcore fans that no, this is a Marvel movie. Stay till the very end of every movie, because every movie has something at the very, very end. And sure enough, it did. I was kind of up in the air, because I heard some people said that it did, some people said that it didn't. I think that they saved the second after credit scene for the theatrical release in the US, and I'm glad they did, or at least the theatrical releases instead of the pre-screenings. And I'm glad that I stayed, because it was pretty awesome. So stay until the very, very end. And you have time to go to the bathroom in between the 2 after credit scenes, so keep that under your hat. But like I said, I don't want to talk about this movie in any kind of detail, because everything I say will probably give something away, and I don't want to do that to you guys. I want to let y'all see this movie as I saw it, which was completely spoiler-free. I enjoyed every second of it. I'd never rate movies, but if I were to rate a movie, this would be an absolute A+. Baron Zemo, everybody was talking about that in their reviews and saying like, oh my gosh, Marvel can't get a villain right. I actually thought he was not that bad. I thought his motivations were there. I thought that his actions were there, and he actually was a really good character. It just, what you have to realize is this is 2 factions of Avengers going at it, and that's going to be the main focus. So of course he's not going to get a lot of screen time, but that does not make him a bad character. You will definitely, everything about this movie was fantastic. And that's all I'm going to say. I really don't want to say anymore, because I don't want to spoil it. I will be doing, right after this, a spoiler-filled review of this movie. So if you've already seen the movie and you want to go see that, then head on over in about 20 minutes when I'm done, maybe an hour, I don't know, because I'll be talking about this movie for a long time. But I am live, so if you want to tune into that, you can. This has been Movie Critic Rob with the Movie Channel. I am Team Iron Man. I am not backing down, but I am signing off. See you later.